So now that you've been welcomed into my space, I will show you some of the things I added to make it feel a little bit more like a home. This is my tea bar. I like journeying with teas of an evening and exploring the magic in their makeup. Friends are seriously everywhere, I promise. These are some of the things I was not willing to let go of in the pursuit of this lifestyle. I quite like being a student of the plants and co-creating with them. There are a few things that stuck in the process of this build that I now see as fatal programming. We live in a world where we would rather live in fear than explore the options that reside deep in our being and set ourselves free. And so for this reason, and for no other reason than the fact that I've heard the words "be safe" more times this year than anything else, I went against my own words, not in my reality, and created this option for comfort. It seconds as a seat and can be put away 20 minutes after use. I have used it 0 times so far. You can call me crazy, but this is much more how I prefer to experience my life. And if I'm not feeling it, there's always this option too. My second little hidey hole that seconds as a seat is my pantry. Although I have been experimenting fully with raw plant-based options, and I must say, I am feeling pretty damn good so far. So this little guy, he came at the point when I wasn't ready to give up my build. It was the most fun I've ever had in my life. The experience and the journey within itself was enough that if I was to die tomorrow, I'd be pretty happy. So I began creating homely things that I will never use, and here's to you experiencing the first time that this is ever opened. So this is where I keep all my oils and crystals for my Reikis, and you wouldn't believe it, but I use one product on my skin and I have all of this. Anywho's, I've found that everything we actually need lives in our backyard. I'm a very lazy girl with material things. I would wear the same clothes every single day if it wasn't potentially going to upset my neighbour. I am not kidding about that. These curtains would have to be my favourite thing at a whole van. They were my linen sheets off my bed, and I learnt to sew them so that I could bring a little bit of home on the road. This top cabinet I built into the front of the van so that I could have more storage and connected it in with the dividing wall that I built. So the purpose of this for me was to be able to live fully self-sustainable, off the grid, fully powered by the sun. So my whole van is electrical and works like a dream. I hid my pump switches and electrics so I could feel a little more connected to my surroundings. This is where my inverter, heater, chargers, everything lives. My water gauges and my water tanks are underneath the van. I can turn my lights on half of the van if I choose, and the switches are in that back corner and at the front. Right hither. Woohoo! I made a space for if I wanted a projector, but I don't really watch any TV, so it's just blank space for now. Use 0 in a month, friendly reminder. This is where I am able to do some work if it is raining, so might find magic here. So currently I'm learning the power of our stories and how in sharing these we offer space and safety for others in their own process. I've found that our narrative offers self-reflection, and although I don't believe our story is forever, it's the access point to some of our greatest gifts. Our pains and tribulations are what make us real and relatable, and it is our job to fine-tune these stories and rewrite them the way that we wish and desire. I truly believe that perspective is everything, and some of our greatest gifts are in things like compassion and listening, so yeah, see what you've got. I'm not sure if these are weeds, but they made their way into my kitchen. I hope this video reminds you how powerful your voice is, so here, and good night from us.